Move the ball and stick into it.
What is up, Pack Nation? It's your boy Pack Gaming here.
And it's your boy, the Caesar Swish, Josh.
NBA 2K17's first trailer officially came out. What we're going to do is we're going to compare the graphics. Let's start off with Magic Johnson.
From first glance, obviously in 2K17, well, the only difference, these screenshots, the one from 2K16 is from the 80s Lakers, and then you got the Dream Team in 92. So obviously two different Magics in two different times of his career. So maybe that factored into the way that they created him in 2K17. But first, you see that his hair
is gray.
It's gray. It's gray. It's old. But even though Magic Johnson did not have gray hair,
that's my problem too. When I saw this, his hair's black. Like he has black hair. It's the same thing with Allen Iverson this year. Why does Allen Iverson have gray hair? There's no reason for it.
Just because they're older doesn't mean you have to do gray.
It is not hard to make black hair. Another thing is that he looks a lot cleaner.
That's the one thing that I do give props, is that they made him look older by giving him more of a rounder face and not like such slim young.
And the biggest thing you're gonna notice with a lot of these, the skin color is completely different. It came from like a red to now just a dark brown, which I think is more realistic.
Yeah, because we don't have red
skin.
people.
I can't name one red NBA player.
Brian Scalabrine.
The next one, and this is probably the biggest difference, I think.
Upgrade. Positive upgrade.
Absolutely.
Difference. He looks like Kevin Durant.
In NBA 2K16, they show that Kevin Durant has traps. First of all, it's absolutely wrong.
I know. Respect to Kevin Durant, you're a great basketball player, but you're not that big.
Absolutely agreed. Again, he's a red color, which he isn't. He's toned. He's very toned in NBA 2K16, but now he's
a lot
just
slender.
That's the word. That was exactly the word I wanted to say.
It really shows how lanky this guy is.
Which is good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
You want to stay true.
I want to play as Kevin Durant.
Yeah, stay true to yourself.
His neck's longer. The jersey fits more. The sweat also.
That's a big difference you're gonna see in most of these pictures, is the sweat. I feel like in 2K17 so far, the sweat intensity, they brought it down a little bit. Like, okay, people sweat in basketball games, but maybe they don't
drench.
Yeah, they don't look like they just got out of an Olympic pool. Shout out to the Olympics, USA.
Yeah. Phelps. Paul George, absolutely the same, except for skin color.
It's just the better skin color. It seems like there's brighter tones, and it doesn't seem as flat.
Yeah.
So that's a positive upgrade.
I think it looks good.
But for the most part, still looks like Paul George.
Now this one, again, another one I think, in my opinion, kind of looks exactly the same. I know a lot of people are complaining about the picture, about Michael Jordan, how he kind of didn't look like him, but that's pretty close.
Since these are two different times in his career. You got young Michael Jordan, and then you got a little bit older Michael Jordan. You got 92 and 95.
Body type's the same, skin colors.
Skin colors
a little different, but that's I think that the game changed everyone's skin color, so that's expected from every picture. Besides that, there's not that many changes. So this is a big downgrade, the biggest downgrade.
Shame on you, 2K.
Although his hair's better, his hair's fixed.
He looks like Miles Turner.
He does look like Miles Turner. It looks like the face looks nothing like Jimmy Butler.
They flattened his nose. It's like they pushed his nose in when. Obviously, if you've seen a picture of Jimmy Butler, his nostrils flare out a little bit. And they clean shaved him. It's like he does have a goatee.
His forehead kind of went in. Just so many things kind of changed.
If you were to put 2K17 hair on 2K16 Jimmy Butler, you got a good Jimmy Butler right there.
Charles Barkley's in the game. I think from what I remember, Charles Barkley's a little bigger than that, but it looks good.
Hey, we finally got
him.
Finally got Chuck in the game, but the real question is if he's going to be not only in the Dream Team, but if they're going to have the Phoenix Suns team.
I can imagine. Because they already have, in my team, they already have a lot of the players, like Dennis and Majorly. So those are two players that are on the original team.
We need the big mound of rebound in 2K.
We need it. The last two, I think, are two major upgrades.
Patrick Ewing.
That
hair, though.
The hair's way better.
Gotta keep that flat top nice and fresh.
The face is fixed. Like, it's more square. Skin
Honestly,
color.
Patrick Ewing, 2K16, you look like a fish. You're like...
Yeah.
Look at that face he's when he's like...
Yeah. Straight up. And the sweat's... It looks like now in the game, you just glow.
It's
you
more
don't
natural.
really.
It doesn't look like it's like, oh, it's
Running-
coming
like
back.
it's
You don't
raining.
look like a Gatorade commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's
Thank
the one. Overall, that's there's no big changes. Even the body type looks the same. Good job on the face.
Even though you can't really see in the picture that we're showing, but I know in the trailer he does look a little bit
A little stocky.
more defined than he does. He looks a little fat in
This one?
2K16.
It's
but-
the jerseys. The jerseys look fit now. They don't
Yeah,
look baggy.
they're more fit. They're not like big, like ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. And then the last picture, and I think, in my opinion, this is the biggest fix because of one really important thing I want to notice. David Robinson, right?
The Admiral.
Now, this is young David Robinson on 2K17 as opposed to like a 33-year-old 2K16.
But the thing is that even though I like the changes, they made his muscles and his build way more defined. He looks bigger, more jacked. But the thing is that even though he's older in 2K16, he should be more built than he is in 2K17.
Yes.
Because when he first came into the league, he was still relatively he was jacked, but he wasn't like as big as he was once like Tim came around and like.
The big thing about that, like what I've been noticing, and maybe it brings up a question. Look at David Robinson, right? And I'll look at Kevin Durant. Those are two completely different body types, as opposed to in last year, Kevin Durant and David Robinson had the same body type, just one was just a little bigger, but they had the same toning and everything. So it makes me think maybe in my career, you can actually edit the body type now for your play.
Maybe.
Which would be great. So the comment of the day is, what do you think about the graphical changes? Do you think is it positive? Is it negative? If you like this stuff, please give us a like and a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.
Move the ball. It's sticking to